When people talk about Stephen Curry, they talk about revolution, they talk about gravity, they talk about changing basketball forever. But one question never goes away. How strong is Stephen Curry's legacy without Kevin Durant? Was Steph already an all-time great, or did KD elevate him into the rare air of legends? Today, we're breaking down the truth behind the rings, the numbers, the moments, and the context to finally answer whether Steph Curry's legacy without KD is overrated or completely fair. Kevin Durant's arrival in Golden State changed everything. The Warriors went from champions to unbeatable. They went from revolutionary to unfair. And suddenly, every Steph Curry achievement came with an asterisk, at least in the eyes of critics. 3 championships, 2 Finals MVPs, both won by KD, and endless debates about who the real alpha was. But to judge Steph fairly, we have to look beyond the KD years and into what Steph built before and after Durant. Before KD ever put on a Warriors jersey, Stephen Curry had already rewritten NBA history. In 2014-15, Curry led Golden State to 67 wins in an NBA championship. That season, he won his first MVP, averaging 23.8 points, 7.7 assists, and 44% from 3. But it wasn't just the stats, it was the impact. Defenses panicked. Big men were dragged 30 feet from the rim. Spacing changed. Shot selection changed. The NBA had officially entered the three-point era, and Steph Curry was the engine. Then came 2015-16, arguably the greatest offensive season ever. The 2015-16 Warriors went 73-9, the best regular season in NBA history. Steph Curry, ununanimous MVP, the first and only one ever. His numbers were absurd: 30.1 points per game, 50, 45, 90 shooting splits, 402 three-pointers, endless clutch shots, no KD, no super team, just Steph, Klay, Draymond, and a system built around Curry's gravity. Yes, they lost the finals. Yes, the 3-1 collapse still haunts his resume, but the fact remains, Steph Curry proved he could lead the most dominant team ever without Kevin Durant. That matters. When Kevin Durant joined the Warriors, the league tilted. Golden State became unbeatable. Steph sacrificed touches. KD became the go-to scorer in crunch time, and Steph's Finals MVP case disappeared. But here's what's often misunderstood. Steph didn't decline, he adapted. His scoring dropped, but his efficiency improved. His usage fell, but his impact remained elite. His off-ball movement became even more lethal. The Warriors won 2 championships with KD. Steph was still the system, still the engine, still the player defenses feared most. KD may have won Finals MVPs, but opposing teams still designed their entire defense around stopping Curry. That says everything. If there were still doubts, Stephen Curry erased them in 2022. No KD, no super team, a younger, less experienced roster. And what did Curry do? He led the Warriors to another championship and finally won Finals MVP. That 2022 run might be the most important of his career. Against Boston, Curry averaged 31.2 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and relentless shot-making. It wasn't flashy dominance, it was leadership, patience, and precision. That ring proved something undeniable. Stephen Curry didn't need Kevin Durant to be the best player on a championship team. Here's the reality most debates ignore. No superstar wins alone. Jordan had Pippen, LeBron had Wade and AD, Kobe had Shaq and Pau, Magic had Kareem. So when people say Steph needed KD, the response should be Steph already won before KD and won again after KD. KD elevated the Warriors, but he didn't create Stephen Curry. Curry created the system KD thrived in. Let's be fair, there are legitimate critiques. Steph doesn't dominate physically. He doesn't have Finals MVPs from the KD years. He had the 2016 Finals collapse. He's not a lockdown defender. But here's the counter. He changes the game without touching the ball. His gravity creates offense for everyone. He has elite efficiency and longevity. His leadership style fits modern basketball. Legacy isn't just about dominance, it's about impact, and Curry's impact is unmatched. When the debates fade and the careers end, history will remember the greatest shooter ever, the engine of a dynasty, a two-time MVP, a four-time champion, a Finals MVP, a cultural icon who changed how basketball is played. Kevin Durant will be remembered as one of the greatest scorers ever, but Stephen Curry, he'll be remembered as a revolutionary, and revolutions don't need justification. So, is Stephen Curry's legacy without KD overrated? No. Is it fair? Absolutely. Steph proved himself before KD, with KD, after KD. He adapted, he sacrificed, he won. His legacy doesn't depend on KD. KD's Warriors' legacy depends on Steph Curry's system. That's the truth. Stephen Curry didn't just win championships, he changed the game. And whether KD was there or not, the NBA will never look the same because of him. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more deep dive NBA debates and stories. Thanks for watching.